Do you see that for you?
Sure.
You want that?
I think everybody eventually, not everybody, but I think that, eventually when the time is right, absolutely, yeah.
But does married life seem a little boring to you?
Does it seem boring?
A little sedate?
No, I've seen interesting marriages and I've seen not interesting marriages.
Welcome back to Spotlight Tale, where we uncover the stories behind the headlines and the details most people miss. Today's episode dives into a topic that always sparks debate, curiosity, and sometimes even controversy.
She's learning how to ski, but she is a speed devil on, a jet ski or whatever else. So I said, I think I have the perfect gift. Got her a snowmobile and she loves it.
Celebrity couples with massive age gaps. Some of these relationships shocked fans. Others proved critics wrong. And a few are still going strong decades later.
I got it for you.
No, I already bought some.
No, don't worry.
Donating it back to the fund.
You play him, you give me.
You guys together, same team?
I've heard of it.
Let's take a closer look at 20 celebrity couples with some of the biggest age differences in Hollywood, and exactly how they met. Number 1. Leonardo DiCaprio and Camilla Marrone. Age gap, 23 years. Few actors have sparked as much age gap discourse as Leonardo DiCaprio. In 2017, he began dating Argentine-American model Camilla Marrone. The two reportedly met through mutual connections in the entertainment industry, specifically through Al Pacino, who had previously dated Camilla's mother. Hollywood circles are smaller than you think. Their relationship became public in 2018 when they were seen together in Aspen. Despite constant internet jokes about DiCaprio dating younger women, the pair kept things relatively private.
Why does Leonardo DiCaprio only date women under 25? Leonardo DiCaprio has dated a number of famous women over the years.
They made their red carpet debut at the 2020 Oscars, signaling they were serious. Number 2, George Clooney and Amal Clooney. Age gap, 17 years. George Clooney was Hollywood's most famous bachelor, until Amal Alamuddin changed everything. They met in 2013 at George's Lake Como home. Amal was invited by a mutual friend. George later admitted he was immediately captivated. They spent hours talking that night. Within months, they were traveling together. By April 2014, George proposed, reportedly hiding the ring in a lighter box. They married in Venice later that year in one of the most glamorous weddings of the decade. Number 3. Michael Douglas and Katherine Zeta-Jones. Age gap, 25 years. Their story sounds straight out of a movie. They met at the 1998 Deauville Film Festival after being introduced by Danny DeVito. Michael famously told Katherine, "I'm going to be the father of your children." Bold, definitely. They married in 2000 and have since navigated health battles, temporary separation, and decades in the spotlight. Against all odds, they remain one of Hollywood's longest-lasting age gap couples. Number 4. Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas. Age gap, 10 years. They first connected on Twitter in 2016 when Nick slid into Priyanka's DMs. Their first major public appearance? The 2017 Met Gala, where they both wore Ralph Lauren. At the time, they claimed they were just friends. By 2018, it was official. Nick shut down Tiffany's to buy her engagement ring. Their wedding combined Western and traditional Indian ceremonies in a multi-day celebration in India. Number 5. Harrison Ford and Calista Flokhart. Age gap, 22 years. They met at the 2002 Golden Globes. According to Calista, she accidentally spilled wine on Harrison twice. Whether it was an accident or clever flirting, it worked. They dated for 8 years before marrying in 2010. Ford later adopted Calista's son, and they've kept their relationship relatively private ever since. Number 6. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Age gap, 11 years. They met filming Green Lantern in 2010, but both were dating other people at the time. A year later, they went on a double date with other partners. Ironically, that awkward evening sparked their connection. They secretly married in 2012 and are now known for playful social media trolling and one of Hollywood's most admired marriages. Number 7. Dennis Quaid and Laura Savoie. Age gap, 39 years. Dennis met Laura at a business event in 2019. He later said it was love at first sight. Within months, he proposed while on vacation in Hawaii. Their wedding was intimate due to pandemic restrictions. Despite the 39-year gap, they've spoken publicly about ignoring outside noise. Number 8. Beyonce and Jay-Z. Age gap, 12 years. They met when Beyonce was just 18. Jay-Z later revealed he waited over a year before asking her out. Their relationship developed slowly through collaboration, especially on Crazy in Love. They married secretly in 2008 and built one of the most powerful empires in entertainment history. Number 9. Sarah Paulson and Holland Taylor. Age gap, 31 years. They first met years before dating but reconnected on Twitter in 2015. Holland reportedly slid into Sarah's DMs, and the rest is history. Their romance became public in 2016, and they've since become one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. 10. Jason Statham and Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. Age gap, 20 years. They met at a 2009 party in London. Rosie later said there was instant chemistry. They kept their relationship low profile and got engaged in 2016. Today they share children and a relatively private family life. 11. Alec Baldwin and Hilaria Baldwin. Age gap, 26 years. They met in 2011 at a New York restaurant. Alec reportedly approached her and said, "I must know you." They married in 2012 and have since built a large family together. 12. Cher and Alexander Edwards. Age gap, 40 years. They met during Paris Fashion Week in 2022. Cher later defended the relationship publicly, saying love doesn't know math. 13. David Foster and Katherine McPhee. Age gap, 35 years. They first met in 2006 on American Idol, where he mentored her. Years later, after both had been married to others, they reconnected. They married in 2019. 14. Kris Jenner and Cory Gamble. Age gap, 25 years. They met at a birthday party in Ibiza in 2014, shortly after Kris separated from Caitlyn Jenner. Cory quickly became a fixture in the Kardashian world. 15. Robert De Niro and Tiffany Chen. Age gap, 43 years. They met while filming The Intern in 2015, where she worked as a martial arts instructor. Their relationship became public years later, and they welcomed a child together. 16. Bruce Willis and Emma Hemming Willis. Age gap, 23 years. They met through mutual friends in 2007 and married in 2009 in Turks and Caicos. Emma has been publicly supportive during Bruce's health struggles. 17. Patrick Stewart and Sonny Ozell. Age gap, 38 years. They met at a Brooklyn restaurant where Sonny was working as a singer. He left his phone number with the restaurant, and she called. 18. Scott Disick and Amelia Hamlin. Age gap, 18 years. They met at a Halloween party in 2020. Their relationship sparked intense media discussion, especially online. 19. Al Pacino and Noor Al-Falah. Age gap, 53 years. They reportedly met through mutual industry contacts during the pandemic. In 2023, news broke that they were expecting a child, reigniting global conversation about celebrity age gaps. 20. Celine Dion and Renee Angelil. Age gap, 26 years. Perhaps one of the most iconic age gap romances in music history. Renee discovered Celine when she was just 12 years old and mortgaged his house to fund her first album. Their relationship turned romantic years later. They married in 1994 and remained together until his passing in 2016. Age gaps in Hollywood often spark headlines. But as we've seen, every couple has a different story. Chance meetings, bold introductions, social media DMs, or decades-long professional connections. Some relationships last, others fade, but each one reminds us that love, at least in celebrity culture, rarely follows a predictable script. If you enjoyed today's deep dive on Spotlight Tale, consider bestowing upon us the grand honor of your subscription and a gracious tap upon that like button. Join our growing circle of curious minds who crave the stories behind the spotlight. Until next time, this has been Spotlight Tale, and we'll see you in the next video.